Welcome to Dan AIG YouTube. Joseph Gbale say the Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo dey select court judgment wey e dey obey. The one wey favour a party, e go obey am. The one wey no favour a party, e go throway am. He say this kind thing no good. He say Okpebholo don approve 914 million naira wey e wan pay to Tony Kabaka because Tony Kabaka win court judgment. Make I leave you, make you hear from Joseph, the message we bring come.
Because first of all, it will be recalled that Kabaka in a meeting openly told the world that the governor has said that he will build his hotel for him. And that thing brought so many reactions. It is obvious now from this their gimmicks that in order to do this rubbish that they are doing now, they want to be telling us that there was a court judgment. We want to see the court judgment. Because if there was a court judgment, Kabaka will not even use that word that the government have said that they will build this hotel for him. I know what I'm saying. I don't have problem with Kabaka, but I have problem with the process. Because the means we use must be pure, as the end we seek. And we cannot use an improper means to get a proper end. If we continue in this shenaniganism, we will be putting this country and this state towards a bad direction, and it is. All right, now good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends on where you they watch me from. My name is Okpebholo Joseph, and I'm the national coordinator for Coalition Against Abaddon Project CAP, and I'm the coordinator for corrupt and evil politicians, and the convener concerned Edo Youth. Yes, it's true. Yesterday, the state has been agog. You understand, concerning the approval of over 900 million for Tony Kabaka. You understand? According to the report, they said there was an appellate court judgment. You understand? And the government, in its wisdom, according to the Commissioner for Information, that being a responsive government that respects the rule of law, that respects the judiciary, that they have decided to, they are obeying in line with the court judgment, which to me is very fantastic. You understand? That word there is very, very fantastic, that they have in line with the court judgment, that they are obeying. You understand? But what is more worrisome to me now is that what is good for the pregnant woman is also good for the man who impregnated her. You understand? And Okpebholo and his government should not feel that Nigerians or Edo people are fools. You understand? There should not be double standard. From what I've seen, you want to eat your cake and still have it. You understand? You cannot decide which of the court judgments you want to obey. You understand? You cannot be selective. So it's obvious that you want to obey every judgment that favors your party members. And those that do not favor your party members, you throw away. We must stop this attitude. Why I will not support impunity of government, rascality of government, whether executive or legislative. But some of us must continue to call a spade and not a big spoon. One of the reasons why we fail in this country, or why Nigeria is failing, is that we are too sentimental, we are too emotional, you understand? We are too high-handed, tribalistic, you understand? And we try as much as possible to patronize these disgruntled politicians. And that's the reason why things are like that. Why me, as an individual, I have never been happy about the demolition of Kabaka's hotel. He's not my enemy, neither is he my friend. You understand? I've been tackling him, I will continue to tackle him, you understand, because of his attitude towards the ordinary Edo person. But one, let us put things in proper perspective. First, we've not seen a judgment, because every time you people, especially these APC people, we get a court judgment and all that, it is being parroted. We have seen different court judgments. Even while Kabaka, the High Court, told the former government not to destroy that hotel, we saw those judgments and all that. They were parroted. Why have we not seen a copy of that appellate court judgment? We want to see it. Edo people are interested. Secondly, if Kabaka is good enough to get compensation according to them from the appellate court, those state governments should also start getting ready to pay those in Okoroma the same compensation, because I still believe that there was the court order, you understand, stopping those state government as at that time from demolishing those houses in Okoroma. Because for me, we must be fair to everybody, you understand. But what is more worrisome is that, first, is it that did the court judgment invalidate the fact that that place or part of that hotel building was government land? We want to really know. That's why I am interested in knowing the seeing the court order. Those state government should be bold enough, and those people who went to court should be bold enough to show us the document. Because first of all, it will be recalled that Kabaka in a meeting openly told the world that the governor has said that he will build his hotel for him, and that thing brought so many reactions. It is obvious now from their gimmicks that in order to do this rubbish that they are doing now, they want to be telling us that there was a court judgment. We want to see the court judgment, because if there was a court judgment, Kabaka will not even use that word that the government has said that they will build this hotel for him. I know what I'm saying. I don't have problem with Kabaka, but I have problem with the process, because the means we use must be pure, as the end we seek, and we cannot use an improper means to get a proper end. If we continue in this shenaniganism, we will be putting this country and this state towards a bad direction, and it is dangerous. We want to see the appellate court judgment where this is instructed, because first of all, they said that building should be rebuilt according to the High Court judgment, that the building should be put in its original state first. So first, the money is not even for Kabaka. The money is to put that building in its original state before proper litigation on the ownership of that land will start. They should not take us for a fool. While we want that building to be put in its original state, we want to also see, going further, how those state government will now challenge that part that they said that the area they said was government land. We want to know whether they have given Kabaka freely that place again. Because if you do it and go away with it, you should know that another Pharaoh will come that does not know Joseph. So you guys must be careful, because power is transient. What is good, and what is bad. I'm not there any side, and they tell you, and they give you guys objective judgment. And Kabaka must be very careful, you understand, about this Greek gift. If the judgment, because the High Court judgment, as at that time, said the building should be put in its original state, that the state government should put that building in the original state. So now this money, is it to now rebuild the hotel to put it in its original state before the case will now start fully to determine if part of that land was already in government land? We want to know. And also, the Edo State government should also be prepared, because the people of Okoroma already had an injunction stopping Edo State government from demolishing that place. And also, governments should learn to be responsive and responsible to obey court orders. Okpebholo, you have had so many court judgments restating local government chairmen. You have not obeyed one. You had a court judgment stopping the conduct of that shenanigans you call by-election. You did not obey one. I'm curious to now see how you are trying to paint yourself as a good person, as your government of obeying court orders, when you have not obeyed court order. You want to choose the one to obey and the one to disobey. This is double standard, and it will not work. You understand? Your gimmicks will not work. You only settled your friends. You have only settled those who work for you. You have only settled members of your political party, and these gimmicks will not work. And to Udwink Edo people, we will continue to expose these lies. We want to see a copy of the appellate court judgment that said that they should pay in that money. You understand? And also, you should also be ready to pay others, because what is good for the pregnant woman is also good for the man who impregnated her. Share this video. Thank you, and God bless.
Now we don't hear from Joseph. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe, so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.